It was really freaking hard. I don't think this is normal. Look at this weather and then look at this face. If you remember, we had a brief moment of sunshine last week and my soul was filled with joy. I was my most optimistic, my most enthusiastic. I literally sang. And now the gloom is back, both in terms of weather and mood. I feel like I should be hanging out with, you know, Ebenezer Scrooge and Oscar the Grouch. Pull it together. So welcome to the vlog. For those of you who are new, hi, my name's Amy Rebecca and I am just a very average girl trying her best to like figure out life and do the most. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to live my best life. But no one's written a manual for that, so I'm kind of just figuring it out as I go. And then documenting the whole thing and sharing it with you guys. So welcome to day 4,927 of January. I love how by the time like Christmas is over, we get to New Year. We've done that whole weird crimble limbo, like the stagnant time between Christmas and New Year, and everyone's starting to get a bit fed up, like time has no meaning, and we're all so ready for the new year to start. We're like, fresh start, new me, like let's get into it. And then January actually starts and we remember it's like the worst time of our lives. It's so sad and grey. At least it is in the UK. And recently I've really been pondering about whether or not I want to emigrate again, because I just can't cope with this weather. Not only can I not cope with this weather, but if I'm being completely honest with myself, I cannot afford to live in this country. Recently I've been looking at a few jobs to see if anything kind of takes my fancy now that I'm done teaching. And by the time you take out tax and national insurance and my student loans, there's not enough money left to like pay for a mortgage and live your life. How are people doing this? The math is not mathing. When I lived in the Middle East, I could make so much more money there than I could here as a teacher, and your cost of your accommodation is covered on top of your salary and there's no tax. But then I want to live here and it doesn't make sense that the only way that I can afford to live here is to leave, because then I'm not living here, I'm living there. That's not where I want to be, but I can't, I need that money, but here. How do I make that happen? I'm having a whole existential crisis this morning. Welcome. I get like this when it's raining out, which is another reason that I think I should maybe move. In other news, I think I finally discovered what was breaking me out and giving me like such bad skin. I think it was the vitamin C serum I was using. Before Christmas I switched to this Garnier vitamin C serum and I didn't initially think that could be the culprit, because I didn't start breaking out straight away, and I really got thrown off track because a few weeks later I started using this niacinamide night cream and then I started breaking out and I was like, it's gotta be the niacinamide, maybe I'm just pooging, maybe it's just Christmas because I'm eating a lot of cheese, which I know I shouldn't eat. And then the other day I was doing my skincare and I suddenly was like, hang on a second. So I haven't used this at all this week and my skin has started to clear up, which is good news, except that I had a whole other bottle of this gifted to me for Christmas and now I'm not going to be able to use it. So part of me is wondering if I might just put it up on Vinted for cheap. You know, it's breaking me out, but I know it works for a lot of people. It's got really good reviews. So maybe someone else will be able to get use out of it. I don't really want to just like throw a whole ass full bottle away. I'm going to get as much work done as I can today, because if the sun is going to be out tomorrow, I want to be there because I am not thriving in this darkness. Okay, I have flapjacks in the oven. Feeling pretty excited about that. I have so much stuff all over my workspace. I've strategically positioned you so you can't see all the mess, but trust me, it's there. I'm going to write myself out a little to-do list of everything I need to get done today, and I'm going to try and get as much done this morning as I can, because I'm actually going back to the gym at 12 o'clock. I know that sounds insane, but I've booked in a session with a personal trainer just to have someone like explain to me what the heck I should be doing. So it is 9:30 now and I'm going to try and get as much editing done as I can before kind of like 11, and then I'm going to maybe eat a snack and then head down to that session and then come back and then shower again and restart the day for a second time. context on how much I am hurting in this moment and how much my muscles have packed up their suitcases and emigrated to a far off land. I just got back from the gym and it's bin day today, so all like the empty bins were out in the street. I was like, oh, may as well just like throw those back in the garage on my way into the house. The bottle bin is just a plastic box, which is now empty. It's an empty plastic box. I couldn't lift it. I couldn't lift it. My arms, I can't even lift the camera right now. My arm is using the sofa as a prop to help me hold up the camera. I couldn't lift an empty plastic box. I literally had to drag it across the garden and I abandoned it halfway. I didn't even take it all the way to the garage. That was really hard. That was really hard. That was equally one of the best and worst workouts I've ever experienced in my life. The best because I would never in my life have worked out that hard if I had not had Aled, the trainer, there with me saying, come on Aim, one more, you can do one more. Because I'm like, no I can't. My muscles had given up. They had left the building and he's like, yeah, keep going. Personal training is always one of those things that I've never thought was for me because number one, you guys know I'm very tight with my money. If I can do it myself for free, I'm going to. And also, I didn't like the idea of someone overseeing my workouts because I'm really self-conscious about my fitness levels, which now at the point that I'm at, I am fit. I'm not the fittest person in the world, like far from it, but I'm no longer unfit. But I spent so much of my life being unfit that I think I'm still in the mindset of an unfit person. I don't run with anyone. I don't like people to see me run. I don't like to be working out, you know, at the gym where people can hear how hard I'm breathing. I'm just very self-conscious of it, which is really silly because no one turns up at the gym on day one of their fitness journey already being like world's strongest man. You know, we all start off where we are and a trainer is not going to judge you. But yeah, I just got to a point where I want to be able to do more at the gym and I kind of just didn't know where to start. I needed someone who was going to show me like, what is this machine? How does it work? And since Aled, my trainer, teaches most of the fitness classes that I go to at the gym, I felt comfortable that he would be the right person to kind of help me out with that. When I did my application to work with him, I had to write down one of my long-term goals and I wrote to be able to do a pull-up because I see the girlies doing it on TikTok all the time and I'm like, I want to be one of those girlies. Oh my good freaking lord. I went on the assisted pull-up machine, which I would never have gone on if I had not had him there to show me exactly how to do it and how it works because it's so weird looking. And it was really freaking hard. I am going to be in pain probably for like the rest of my life after that. So I'm going to try and stretch it out, get as much stretching in as possible. I'm going to take some, what's that stuff called? Electrolytes. I'm going to do everything within my power to make it so that I can stand and walk tomorrow. Because after that, it's very much up in the air whether I'm going to be able to do those things. Why is my hair washing schedule the pinnacle on which every other aspect of my life balances? Like once my hair washing schedule is thrown off, my entire life is in disarray. This week I wanted to try out this new hot cold ice bath therapy place that's opened up near me. They have two types of bookings you can do. You can either go in and just do the cold plunge in the ice bath, or you can do like a hot cold therapy where you do a little bit of sauna, a little bit of ice bath, a little bit of sauna, a little bit of ice bath. And I was going to do the second one because I guess some part of me was thinking, well, if you're going to torture yourself with cold water therapy, may as well go all in. 2 feet first. So of course I was like, that's gonna have to happen on a Wednesday. I'll come straight out of the gym, I'll go over there, my hair is already greasy, so it doesn't matter that I'm going in the sauna. And then I came out of the gym and my dad was like, hey, we need to borrow your car, your mom's car's not working. So I had to come home and now I've just been sitting here. My brain has been working overtime because I'm not fully caffeinated yet, it's still quite early in the morning. And I'm trying to work out, do I wash my hair now or not? If I'm gonna go do the hot cold therapy tomorrow, then I don't want to wash my hair today and then have to wash it tomorrow. Oh my gosh, then I'm gonna have to blow dry it. I need you to understand how much this is hurting my head right now. Everything hinges on when I wash my hair. I don't think this is normal. Okay, I'm about to head over to the ice bath place, and I can't express how much I don't want to be in an ice bath. You know how everyone has this idea of hell being all like fire and brimstone? I don't envision it that way. I envision it being very cold and damp, and that's exactly what I'm about to pay to put myself through. I am highly motivated by snacks, so I've seen that this place also sells smoothies that look really good. So literally the only thing that is getting my butt over there this morning is that I'm bribing myself with a smoothie. I have arrived. Now I don't want to go in. I just got done with cold water therapy for the first time, and you know what? It wasn't horrific. Although it has broken me out in a weird rash. It's so tasty. The only issue I have is that as she handed it to me, I asked what was in it, and she said protein powder, and I'm assuming it's whey protein powder, so I might poop my pants. Worth it though, because it tastes so good. Good morning. My skin is so incredibly smooth. Not to brag, but I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed how good my skin is looking recently and how soft it is. Like, yeah, I'm a little bit blotchy here because I just took the world's hottest shower. Does anyone else jump in the shower and crank it up to the point where it's like, I think Satan himself would have to jump out that shower, it's so hot, you know? That's just how I like my showers. Steaming so that my skin is almost melting off. I just love how smooth I am recently. I know I need to stop touching my face. Stop it. Okay, but guess what? In a completely unforeseen turn of events, I'm going to Cardiff today to watch Wales vs Scotland in the Six Nations. Like, in the stadium. I was not expecting my weekend to pan out this way at all. But last night I got a message from one of my friends. I don't know how much of this I can disclose. I don't want to get her. I don't know if I'm supposed to have these tickets. I don't know. Basically, as part of her job, she had a bunch of tickets allocated to her and she needed to fill those spaces. So she sent a message to the group WhatsApp and she was like, can anyone take these tickets off my hands? And I was like, girl, this is a favour I am willing to do for you. So me, my dad and my brother are travelling up to Cardiff today and we're going to go watch the rugby. The weather, it's not the kind of weather that you want to be travelling or watching rugby in. We really need for them to close the roof on the stadium today. But yeah, what a fun and unexpected turn of events. So I'm going to get ready because no matter how much time I give myself, it's never enough. And we're going to head up to Cardiff in the fog and watch the rugby.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south.